And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. This channel talk about zines and DIY publishing. And in my hands, I have a letter from Warglitter Zine. Let's go ahead and peep out this zine that she sent. Dig the layout, dig the size, everything about it. Pretty sure she ended up cutting it up. That's her pooch. Let's go ahead and peep this zine out real quick. And we got some comics. So let me go ahead and, now that I just flipped through it for you guys to get a quick peek, let me go ahead and read this zine. Oh man, I just finished reading it, and once again, really like the way Allie writes. I guess this is her January issue, even though I just got it, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago. She talks about how she has goals that she wants to hit. She wants to be the documentarian of her own life. Keep up a variety of creative pursuits. Make some stuff to share, not to sell. Bring sexy back. Watch movies again. Continue to manage stress rather than falling back on healthy coping mechanisms. And I like the way she elaborates. And it definitely, I used to always make a video where I talked about kind of what I was up to throughout the year. But I've just taken on a lot, and I've been real busy as of late. But reading through the movie list reminds me of, like, I really, really want to make another film. I dug this portion of it, just Andy Warhol in relations to social media. Definitely would be interesting, and it made me just ponder of, like, you know, who is the next Andy Warhol that's using social media to just make and create? They have to be out there, if not multiple people. I like this 2 pages right here. Sit down and write, you lazy bitch. And then, if the party is boring, you're allowed to leave. And the premise of this all is, it's talking about her process of creation and things that she's found that's helped her make more things and get into a flow of it. And so she talks about that, how she'll have like a dry spell, and then she'll become like overly obsessive about the work she's doing, and there's no balance, and you know, that can be dangerous. And then she has the same thing that I suffer from. If the party is boring, you're allowed to leave. The problem with me is that my mind works faster than my hands can, so I think about more things that I want to create than I'm able to. So that's why I've had to go the other route of seeing the process through completion, because if I did that, then I would never finish shit, because my mind every day thinks of different stories. Like, even reading this, if the party is boring, you're allowed to leave. For me, as soon as I read that title, that line, in my mind, I just picture Seinfeld. And this is the difference between me and Allie, because I agree with Allie and everything she says, but Allie reminds me of like a Seinfeld episode, whereas when I execute on it, it's more like a Larry Davis episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Because, you know, there's a big difference. As much as some folks that like Seinfeld like Curb Your Enthusiasm, like myself included, but there's a big difference in Larry Davison's execution versus Seinfeld's execution. But the party is boring, you're allowed to leave. I could definitely picture Elaine, Kramer, George, and Jerry all having this conversation as to whether or not the ethical perspective of it, can you leave or do you have to stay? As well, like I said, in Curb Your Enthusiasm, I can imagine them having this conversation as well, and it being not as tactful. And so, honestly, Allie's much more tactful than I am in this conversation. And it's a true premise. I'm the same way. Like, the things that I don't want or like in my life, I walk away from ASAP. I don't, you know, I'm getting older, and I kind of know what I do and don't like. So, and then this was probably the saddest portion of it all, because, well, Allie lost one of her family members, and it's never easy when a family member dies. You know, she lost her pup, her baby, Peanut, and it's never easy, and it makes me wonder because, you know, I got a pup that's 15 years old, going on 16 now, and, you know, I love the shot of him, so I think about him all the time. And as he's getting older and I have to help him more and more, it just it just sucks to lose them if you have to lose them. And Allie was in a situation where her pup was real sad shit, man. Like I said, it really messes with me, that kind of stuff. But Allie, you did it again. I'm absolutely digging the zine that you're making. I think it's great reading. I love it. It reminds me of like the early 2000s and me being young and just reading a bunch of blogs. So I hella enjoy it for the nostalgia of it, but also because a lot of what you're talking about is self-help, like self-care and mental health, as well as your creative process. And my life kind of revolves around that. So it's just good to see other perspectives. Because like I said, like I feel like I cannot walk away from projects that I find boring because my mind works so rapidly that I would walk away from it. But you're right, like that could be my own mentality telling me like, this thing is not fun no more, Rich. Go do something else. Go find that thing that really makes you laugh and chuckle and smile as you do it. But definitely loved it, man. Thank you so much. Allie, please keep me on this list. Keep sending these suckers to me, man. All right, I look forward to the next one. Beyond that, you guys, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. We'll have a link for Warglitter Zine in the show notes, so you guys can go ahead and hit the homegirl up, see if you guys can get some trades in or something. All right, guys. Lates.